Hello, this is Miss Murray, and in this video I will be talking about some helpful tools that you can utilize that will help you pick your classes. We will look at the Course History tab in STUDENTVUE, which is helpful in seeing what you've already taken, what you're currently taking, and what you still need to take. We'll also look over the curriculum guide, which provides class descriptions and a bunch of information. We'll also look at graduation requirements and what to take when, and then a few final tidbits at the end. In STUDENTVUE, on the left-hand side, there's a helpful tab called Course History. When you click on that, it will bring you to this bar graph, which breaks down the graduation requirements into the different categories and shows you a visual of how far you are in meeting those individual categories. In addition to that, on the upper right-hand corner, there's a little icon that says detail, which initially will be turned off. If you turn it on, it will give you some more helpful information. Once you turn the details on in the course history tab, you will get a chart that looks like this. This breaks down all of your graduation requirements into 4 different categories. You have the total requirements needed in that category to graduate. So everybody's will be the same, and it says 240 at the bottom. The next column are credits that have already been earned up until this point. The next one are in progress, which should include all the classes that you were enrolled in quarter 3 and quarter 4, and what categories they will satisfy. And then assuming that you pass all of the in progress classes going into next school year, how many you have remaining to complete for graduation. This student here is probably a junior, so this student can see that going into next school year, they need 10 language arts credits, 5 government, 5 humanities, 5 wellness, and 5 econ at minimum. This can be a really good guide in seeing what classes you need to enroll in to stay on track for graduation. I highly recommend using this while picking your courses so you can get a good, diverse selection that will help you stay on track for graduation. The next resource that is really helpful in picking classes is our curriculum guide. You will find a copy of our curriculum guide on our registration website, the one that you access this video on, under the resources tab. In the curriculum guide, there are detailed course descriptions, which we'll go through here in just a minute. You also have department flowcharts, concurrent enrollment information, so classes that you can earn college credit for. If you're an athlete, information about NCAA. There are college planning checklists, some sample 4-year plans, and graduation requirements. This is going to be a very handy tool to answer a lot of your questions around registration. Often us counselors get the question of like, well, what does this class entail? And honestly, the best way to get a description of a class is to go to the course curriculum guide. Every single class that Rocky offers is highlighted in the curriculum guide. It is a very big document, so I recommend searching with Control F so that you can just type in the title of the class that you're looking for. And each class will have a description that is set up just like this. You have the class at the top with the course ID numbers. It tells you how many credits the class earns you. And so 5 credits is a 1-quarter class, 10 credits is 2 quarters, 15 credits is 3, and 20 credits is 4. It tells you what grades you can take the class in, and if there are any classes you need to complete prior to taking this course. So for AP Computer Science A, you need to complete Intro to Computer Science and Algebra 2. It also tells you which requirements it will satisfy in your graduation requirements. And then finally, there's a detailed description of what the class entails. This is going to be your best resource in finding out specifics about what classes are going to be about. This chart here is extremely helpful in guiding when you sign up for certain classes. This is available on the registration website. There's also a video on the website that goes more in depth about graduation requirements. This is taken from the curriculum guide. And this visual here highlights the overall graduation requirements, which is to earn all 240 of these credits. In addition, you also need to prove college and career readiness. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can either meet a minimum score on the SAT or another standardized test, or you can complete one of the other options from the menu of options to prove college and career readiness. This includes taking concurrent enrollment classes, doing a capstone, all of those things. Again, check out the video on graduation requirements to find out more of those details. This chart here is very helpful in guiding when you should sign up for certain classes. So again, we have our graduation requirements that are divided into the different categories and how many credits are required per category. And then we show what year you typically will take the classes and which classes will satisfy those requirements. One thing I want to draw your attention to here for humanities, for example, you only need 5 credits in order to meet the graduation requirement. However, both 11th and 12th grade are checked off because most students will take a humanities course, 1 quarter-long class, in either their 11th or 12th grade year. You do not need to take it in both, just that's when students will typically take it. Students can take a world language any of the 4 years. That's why this is checked off here. It's the same with wellness, and so on and so forth. However, this can be a very helpful tool along with your course detail to guide what you still need and when you should take certain classes. And finally, a few tidbits as we wrap up this video. We encourage you to sign up for a full 80 credits for next school year, even if you plan on having off hours. This gives you some options in case there's conflicts of when courses end up being offered. We would rather have you register for a full 80 and not schedule yourself for the full 80 that you signed up for, rather than not having enough options when you are making your schedule because of conflicts or sections are full. So even if you plan on having off hours, please sign up for the full 80. And then finally, if you're a junior and you're thinking you want to graduate early or complete your graduation requirements early, say next December, make sure you mention that in your meeting with your counselor. I hope this video was helpful in helping you pick your classes for next year.